Vox Talks.
This whole healthcare thing, it's a complicated issue, but in general, something needed to happen, but I don't know if this is it.
I don't think it's going to really help the majority of our problems with the current healthcare system. I think that actually it kind of adds more to the problems that we already have.
But I'm more against it than for it.
Not in favor of the current healthcare bill that just passed. I think Congress did a very poor job. I think it's a failure on the Democrats' part.
I'm happy with the bill, and I'm also upset with the bill because of how they threw women and their reproductive options onto the bus. But I'm also happy because I can be on my parents' health insurance till I'm 26. Something has actually been done. Like, people's voices are being heard, and people's health is actually being taken into account.
I think any college student really should really go for it. I mean, because it's extending healthcare for you to stay under your parents till you're 26, because right now it's 2030.
I think the healthcare reform was a step in the right direction. It didn't really do everything that I think needs to be done in reforming our healthcare system, but it had a few positive points. Let's see, setting up the meetings between health insurance and individuals who don't have health insurance, so that they have to compete for people to pick which health insurance plan they're going to have, I think is good, because it makes it gives the power to the customer instead of the insurance companies.
I think that it definitely addresses the issue of more people becoming insured and more people getting health care. I think that, again, in the end, it's kind of causing more people to go through the system that we already have, which is going to increase our deficit even more.
I'm glad we've taken the first step, because I think it's very important for this country.
Not in favor of it. I think it makes this country more and more socialist. It's going to hurt me personally.
I really like that they covered pre-existing conditions. I think that's great. But I don't understand how they're going to be able to cut drug prices by 75% and have pharmaceutical companies still make profits.
Instead of the banks granting the scholarships, now the government does it, so it takes away the middleman, so there's no more interest rates that the banks get money. So instead of the banks making money off students, the government just provides.
If you look at the costs, really the majority of the problems I think have been coming from the insurance companies. The insurance companies have been increasing their costs exponentially, and that's just going to continue to increase with the current legislation that just went through. They're causing more and more people to go with it to buy the insurance. It's going to cause more expenses for the insurance companies, and eventually that's all going to get passed down to the consumers or all the Americans.
Healthcare is the one necessity that we don't have in this country, and something is actually being done about it. And now the Republicans are freaking out.
I think that if they wanted to pass it the right way, or at least in what they thought was the right way, they should have they shouldn't have watered the bill down, so to speak, to get all the support.
Really did without any bipartisan support, which is in their right and a really big majority in Congress. However, they really showed a very big lack of ability and affinity to come up with something both parties can agree on, and that's just not what was done for this bill.
It was a very messy pass, but I think that there are a lot of kinks in it, and there's a lot of pork in it, but that's politics.
It sucks that it didn't really have any bipartisan support, but that's kind of realistically how politics are nowadays.
Well, I actually went to Capitol Hill on Sunday, so I got to see the debate from both sides, and it was pretty crazy.
Democrats in the House are being threatened, like death threats, and being harassed. And then there was like a GOP member that got a bullet through his window. And I just don't understand why we're in a state of war when healthcare has just taken a step forward.
This isn't the end of the debate, and as much of a victory as Sunday night was, I think it's not over, and there's going to be a lot more of it that we're seeing right now.